kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
You have just tuned in to the Mag Nerd Podcast, your home for everything in music, anime, and gaming. What is up, guys? Show Enough the King here, back with another video, and today I am back to do my G.I. Joe news. I look back at my history and I have not done a G.I. Joe video since July. It is now October. PostCon 2021 is getting ready to wrap up, and I'm about to get ready for day 2 of my pre-orders. I'm like super excited to talk to you guys about the newest G.I. Joe news, so let's get into it. All right, so first things first. PostCon around 11 a.m., they did their G.I. Joe reveal, and I must say, hands down, was the best reveals of the day. Hell, I'd actually say even the best reveals of all of PostCon 2021. They knocked it out of the park. The G.I. Joe team at Hasbro is not playing around. They touched on every issue that people were having. They showed some awesome reveals. Overall, I want to just make sure that when Hasbro does something good, I praise them, and when they mess up, I make sure that I put my foot in their butt. And that's my job as a content creator, is to tell it like it is, good or bad. But what I'm not going to do is just because, controversy videos get more views, I'm going to just start shitting on something when it's not deserved. And this was not deserved. I honestly think that, hands down, Hasbro killed it with this reveal. And I'm going to tell you why. So, first things first, as you guys can see, they revealed a crap ton, and I mean a crap ton of new figures that are going to be coming out in 2021. We got the Python Patrol Viper, the Tiger Force Outback. Here you got the Bat. We got Spirit. I finally got a classic Storm Shadow. We got Croc Master. I don't even know who Croc Master was, and he just looks amazing. It was just so good. Of course, Croc Master comes with Fiona, and then they also announced the O-ring from the 3 1/4 inch scale GI Joes, and again, we also got the Commando Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow 2-pack. So again, those are all the things that they ended up talking about. One thing that I wanted to talk about first was that Python Patroller Viper. Now, before I start talking about the individual reveals, I just wanted to talk about some of the things that Pulse talked about that they were going to be fixing going forward. Number one, they acknowledged they first acknowledged that Target has been screwing up. Now they didn't. They said that they specifically talked to Target about their pre-order process, and then they got word that Target will have a lot better pre-order process going forward. Meaning, you should not have as many issues pre-ordering figures as you did in the past. And again, I will say wholeheartedly that is true, because ever since that we had those pre-orders that went up for Barbecue and the Ram Cycle, not only has the Ram Cycle been available, but I've seen it in stores with no issues in trying to find it. Now again, depending on what area you live in, results might vary. But again, as far as I've seen on the East Coast, it has not been as big of an issue to find things. Now, as far as like the figure like the Barbecue, he is still available on Target's website as of today. Like from the moment he went on pre-order, he has been available. So there is no real reason to complain about, them not having the figures there, because again, it's been available for pre-order and it still is. As a matter of fact, before I recorded this video, I checked, and Beachhead is actually on Target.com right now, available for pre-order. So if you don't have your Beachhead, go to Target right now. I believe he's shipping before the end of October. So that's that. Now, some of the other things that they did show off at this PulseCon, again, is we have this Spirit. Now, with the Spirit, I do want to kind of hold some of you collectors accountable. So I did not like the rhetoric that was being thrown out in the chat during that presentation with Taboo from Black Eyed Peas. Now look, I know that some of you guys have issue with woke culture, let me be clear. I'm not exactly happy with the woke culture that we're in 2021, but some of the things that you guys were saying in the chat was just completely disrespectful. Like, I, for one, appreciated the length they went through to make sure that Spirit was done in a 2021 aesthetic where it wasn't offending anyone and it was coming through the true nature of the Native Americans. Because, again, at the end of the day, we all know that representation matters. And especially if you're going to bring a character like Spirit out, we want to make sure that he's done right. And I, for one, think that, again, Taboo coming out and representing that culture did a fantastic job putting his input into it. Now, was he a little bit long winded? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, the figure came out looking amazing. And I am so going to buy that thing so fast, you just have no idea. Again, the fact that he comes with his eagle, and the eagle has closed wings, open wings. He comes with a sniper rifle, pistols. Like, the Spirit looks fucking amazing, guys. And again, I just wish that, again, like, especially with a brand like GI Joe, where it was literally always about diversity and representation from the beginning in the 80s, that we can get to a point now in 2021 where we don't try to politicize this thing and try to make it into some craziness. But I don't want to spend too much time on that. I just want to, just kind of point that out, that Spirit looks amazing. He's definitely was the GI Joe of the show. So I just wanted to bring that out. Now, they also talked about the bat. Now, I was like in my car driving when this came out, and I was like screaming in my car like a 15-year-old kid. But again, unfortunately with the bat, it's going to be actually, they were just showing him off, but he won't actually be available for pre-order today. Now, again, if pre-orders go up at 4 o'clock, which for me is probably in about 5 minutes. And then at 5 o'clock, everything else goes up for the general audience and on Target.com. So I will be filming a second video just letting you guys know how the pre-order process was for these new G.I. Joe classified figures. But again, Hasbro did announce that they do have 3 new teams. They have 2 new teams for classified. So it's Cobra Island, is going to be Tiger Force, and Python Patrol. And those are going to be the 3 teams working on G.I. Joe, and they're going to be working simultaneously, but it looks like they're going to all be Target exclusive. But again, as I said earlier, that should not be a problem at all, because Target said that they're going to be doing their best to make sure things are working better. Now, again, whether they decide to stay on that is a story for another day. Now, again, out of all of those things that we were talking about, my next to Spirit, my favorite was the Croc Master. Now, this Croc Master came out of nowhere. I had no idea who Croc Master was. All I saw was a dude with a whip and a 12-inch crocodile with babies, and he comes with a meat hook. And I was like, sold. Like, it's bananas. So, like, I will 100% be getting Croc Master. Like, just like, I'll put it to you like this. I had like 2 shelves in my detail for G.I. Joes. I'm going to have to expand this now to like a full like wall shelf, because now with all these different G.I. Joes coming out, it's going to be bananas. So that's pretty much it for the classified line stuff. Again, now what I want to switch over to, again, if you guys are 3¼ inch scale fans, I want to talk about this Sky Striker. All right, so I recently, over the past like 4 to 5 months, have just started doing 3¼ inch scale figures. I've been mostly focusing on high quality ones from like Hiya Toys. I also have been focusing more on War for the World figures, things like that. But I have been collecting a little bit of the 3¼ inch scale G.I. Joes that I've been coming across. And I was actually at Baltimore Comic Con Friday. I'm recording this on Saturday, the 23rd. But yesterday, on the 22nd, I was at Baltimore Comic Con just looking around for action figures and things of that nature, trying to see if I can find anything that I was interested in. And the funny thing is, one of the booths that I went to, they had one of the 80s version of the Sky Striker in an old worn down box, and the guy was charging like $400 something plus for the Sky Striker. And again, I looked at it for like a quick second, and I was like, nah, I'm not about to pay, $400 something for a Sky Striker. And then lo and behold, here I am today, and they're doing the HasLab for the Sky Striker. Like, dude. And not only are they doing this for the Sky Striker, it looks fucking amazing. Like, look at this, guys. Look at this. And again, this is official. This is a digital render, but this is officially like licensed by Northrop and Grumman. Like it looks amazing. Like I'm just blown away at how good this Sky Striker looks. And one thing that I have been seeing online is again fans complaining, they're bitching and moaning about, oh, $220 is too much. And in the back of my head, I wanted to say, if you broke, just say it. But then I stopped myself and I was just like, but here's the deal. Here's the thing about collectors. Like, you guys are cheap. Like, I feel like it's like a running joke at this point. Like, every single time that Hasbro puts something out, there's always a group of people who just come out and bitch and complain about the price. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, why? Like, why are you wasting your time complaining about the price? They're not going to change it for you. The same thing happened with the Sentinel. The Sentinel came out and people were bitching and moaning about, oh, the Sentinel shouldn't be $350. It should only be like $100. Why can't it be da 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 da? And then again, it got funded in like a month. Then same thing happened again with Galactus. Galactus came out. Hasbro knocked it out of the park with Galactus. And again, people were complaining about the price. Same thing with the Rancor. It's like every time that Hasbro comes out with a product, there's always a large amount of people that just complain about the price. And again, I'm like, you guys are not taking into effect that the aftermarket prices for these things are crazy. I just mentioned a 1980 Sky Striker was selling for like over $400. And I'm like, I also saw the HasLab Sentinel. Somebody was selling that joint for like $900. So I'm like, y'all complain about it now, but they're going to be the first one in these Facebook groups talking about, yo, can I get one of those Sentinels for a low price? And did it. Stop it. Stop playing games. Get what you want, or stop complaining about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it on that topic. But anyway, back to the Sky Striker. In general, what I'm saying is if you look at this thing, it looks amazing. It's going to have the decals. It's going to have actual multiple figures, the canopy, the weapons. It actually has effects. It's coming with 2 cloth parachutes, ejector seats, and it's going to come with customizable weapon loadouts. Look at this. Look at this. I'm like, guys, I'm just shocked right now. Like, I am so excited about all of this stuff, and I just feel like it's just bananas. It's just absolutely bananas. Now, one thing that I will say is, let me see, is look at that. Smoke effects, jet effects, missile effects, bullet effects, sonar effects, support vehicles, ejector seats with flames. Like, guys, this thing is absolutely bananas. So again, that's all I have for you guys today for the G.I. Joe news. The pre-orders are going on right now, so I'm gonna try to get these things scooped up. I'll be back with my second video, seeing how the Target pre-orders go. You're showing up the king, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.